Video 5.7. How a family has remained billionaires for over 900 years. It's so simple. One of the common sayings about wealth generation and preservation is, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. And I completely agree with that. It's rather easy to fall in the mind trap of thinking that all you need to do is become a millionaire and then your finances will be sorted for life. Hopefully you will agree with me in saying that it definitely isn't the case. Otherwise we wouldn't be seeing so many celebrities and lottery winners ending up broke. Even billionaires go broke. The Vanderbilt family used to have immense fortunes, but due to poor spending habits and gambling, that family isn't worth even a fraction of its former self. So what must you do to remain minted for extended periods of time in order to create generational wealth? Obviously, the answer is to instill sound money practices into your kids and their kids. But what exactly? Luckily for you, you could just pass them the whap. However, it's worth looking at one of the oldest, wealthiest families on the planet, and that's the Colonna family in Italy. They have been relative billionaires for over 900 years. They've survived the Black Death, 2 world wars, the Spanish flu, the Crusades, and everything else the last eon has thrown at them. So what's their secret? They must be doing something right. Well, one of my mentors, Jim Rickards, author of Currency Wars, and many other exceptional books, managed to track down a Colonna family member and interview them. When asking what their super secret of wealth preservation was, their answer was simple. A third, a third, a third. A third of their wealth goes into gold and silver, a third into fine museum quality art, and a third into land. Their simple trick is just to buy things that last. Things that stand the test of time. Straight away, that excludes a lot of assets that people invest in, like stocks and bonds, etc. However, as great an answer that is, which I do 100% concur with, by the way, there is more to the puzzle. And the second part of the secret of wealth preservation is an investing method called wealth cycle investing, which we'll cover tomorrow. But something to be aware of is price versus value. You see, all assets fluctuate in price because as the currency supply goes up and down, so too does the strength of currencies. Which is why I personally think valuing things in terms of dollar or pounds or any other currency is a futile exercise because they are all devaluing exponentially. However, one thing that does remain constant are the tried and tested relative ratios between assets, i.e. the ratio of silver against land or the ratio of art against gold, etc. More importantly, you need to measure things with something that has a good stable track record like gold. Gold has remained constant in value for 5,000 years, so it's a perfect valuing tool. And when doing this, you'll see certain patterns or cycles developing, which I'll share more in the next video. The thing is, price and value have been blended into the same meaning over the last 50 years, but they are two completely different things. The price of something may go up and down, but it's basically because you're measuring it in a fiat currency. So if the price of something goes up, it doesn't mean it's going up in value. It could be just because the currency is devaluing. However, when you measure things in gold and it goes up against gold, then it's fair to say that it is increasing in value. So the key takeaway nuggets in this video are 1. Once you get rich, it's not the end of your financial journey. Your next task is to keep it. And that is a very simple task if you're switched on, which you will be. But if you're a financial idiot, you'll lose your millions as quick as you got them. 2. The world's wealthiest and oldest families stick to the third principle. Third in bullion, third in fine art, and a third in land. 3. Price and value are totally different things. Action point for today. In order for tomorrow's video to make more sense, quickly Google the current price of gold, and then Google the current price of your house. This way we can work out how much your house is worth in ounces of gold. So tomorrow you can see where in the gold to house price ratio you're at. For example, if the price of gold is £1,000 per ounce and your house is £250,000, you simply divide 250,000 by 1,000 and you get 250. So your house would be worth 250 ounces of gold. Then do the same for silver. In this case, let's say silver is £15 an ounce. That would mean your house is worth 16,666 ounces of silver.